Oh, what's up, everybody? Are we live? To Bite Jack Move Johnny, are we live? Are we live? Let's go. Let's get this show on the road, baby. That's right. That's right. That's always for you guys who stop by and check your boy King Bean out. Welcome to Podcast Wednesday and welcome back to another show, another video, in a brand new episode. And of course, you're now rocking with the best word up. Shout out to everybody who came out and watched my last video. If you did, there's no link in the description. Just go to my page and actually go watch the video, man. Playing some NBA Live, you feel me? Not NBA Live, NBA 2K. That was my last live stream there. So go check it out. And shout out to everybody. And shout out to everybody who recently subbed to the channel. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. And yeah. So of course, with tonight's podcast, there's no podcast last week. Excuse me 1 second. Had to move my pills out of the way. There was no podcast Wednesday last week. Why? Because I didn't feel like doing it. I had to be honest with you. No real good reason. But we're back this week. And today I'm going to be in my bag. Your boy King Bean is going to be in his bag today. Tonight on the agenda, we're going to talk about Spider-Man. We're going to talk about NBA Live and NBA 2K. We're going to talk a little bit about microtransactions. And if I feel like it, kind of talk about my Jacksonville Jaguars. Duval. That's right, baby. Got the Patriots this week. Big game this week. Big, huge game this week. So I'm excited for that. I hope you guys are excited as I am. I don't know where I'm getting all this feedback from. Oh, man. Oh, sorry about that. Just trying to figure out where I was getting that feedback. I'm getting a lot of feedback in my ear. Yeah, you can hear it now, right? Oh, boy. I hope that's better. Sorry about that. I had to unplug the cordless phone. I was getting feedback from it. So anyway, it was annoying the crap out of me. I hope everybody's day is going well. I hope all you guys are having a great time. I hope everything is going well. Sitting up here watching the news right now, watching in the forecast for the hurricane. That's trying to seem like it's going to hit South Carolina. It was about a year ago to this date, actually on September 11th, when Hurricane Irma hit us, and it was pretty bad. It wasn't devastating, but it was pretty bad. We did suffer some damages and flooding and all that. I was without power for like 8 days, man. It was crazy. It was really crazy. So thank God we don't have to deal with that this year. Feel sorry for the people up in South Carolina, North Carolina, all up along the coast right there, and parts of Georgia too as well. So prayers goes out to them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this thing. And first of all, I'm going to start off with Spider-Man. Now, Spider-Man got an 87 on Metacritic. And I've been playing the game. I'm enjoying the game. I'm enjoying the game immensely. At first, it kind of started off a little slow, but I guess that's with all games. And you do feel like a superhero. I like all the little extra stuff they've added to the game, from getting the suits and modding your suits, and of course it gets a bit repetitive, but I guess that's with every game, especially being an open world game. I kind of wish. Well, I haven't beat, like I said, I haven't beaten the game. I wish they kind of had like mini bosses in the game. Maybe I ain't got farther enough in the game yet. I think I'm about 40% complete, but I've been going around, swinging around the city and trying to get collectibles and all that other stuff too. So I know I'm up in my level 20 something as Spider-Man. But going around doing the collectibles are cool. Playing with some of the stuff with Mary Jane is pretty cool. I'm liking the story thus far. It's not the greatest story in the world, but by far it's from the worst. And it's fun. It's fun playing Spider-Man. Fun actually, learning the simple combo strings. And it's pretty cool. But sometimes I feel like I'm a little overpowered. But I am not playing on the easy difficulty. I'm playing on the normal difficulty. I should up the difficulty. But before I even get into that, if you got a PlayStation, I mean, this has been a great year if you're a PlayStation owner. I mean, it's just great game after great game after great game it's been coming out. I mean, God of War kind of set it off, and it's just like, yo, I hadn't played Detroit Become Human, but that seemed like it'd be a pretty decent game. And now Spider Man, it's like, yo, it's crazy, and it's already dwarfed the sales of God of War, and God of War was a badass game. That was a badass game. So Spider Man is actually a pretty cool game. It was just funny though, like listening to the Xbox camp. Sorry if you're an Xbox fanboy and you're listening here, you're only going to get the raw, uncut truth from your boy King Bean. That's my decree, my ruling. But listening to people like Crap Gamer and Mooch and K Mega, those guys there, Crap actually beat the game, he said. But he beat the game on the easiest difficulty. He turned down difficulty to easy. And like I said, I'm going to get into that in just a second. Moot said he wasn't really interested in the game. And K Mega the same thing. Never interested in very good PlayStation game because they got to wave that green flag. I'm hoping Microsoft comes out with a great epic game so I can say, damn, that game was epic. Can't wait to play it. Never mind, they were sitting there waiting on Sea of Thieves. And they claim they're still playing Sea of Thieves. I don't hear nobody talking about Sea of Thieves. I bet you they probably got 5 people on there playing right now. And I know one of my friends who's a diehard Xbox fan really is Miss K, and Miss K ain't playing that. I know she's checking for that new Forza Horizon though, because she be driving. That girl be driving. She's one of the best. She's one of the best people I've ever seen play a shooter. That girl's good. That when I don't say girls, that's a grown woman. I don't mean no disrespect. That's a grown woman. That woman is good. She is very good. She's very good at racing games. So don't you ever think that you going up in Miss K and Miss K ain't gonna put it on you. She gonna put it on you. I'm telling you, she good. She's mad good. But like I said, I don't hear much out of the Xbox camp, out of the fanboy camp, that is, about Sea of Thieves and things like that. Everybody's talking about the next Xbox. They are talking about Tomb Raider. Of course, they're going media bias. It says 84 on the Xbox and a 79 on PlayStation. I don't know. I'm intrigued by it. I think I may get it. I'm not sure yet. But people like K Mega and those guys, they said, nah, we're not gonna play because we're not gonna play this game. They had no really good reason why. They just make up some BS reason why they don't want to play good games. I'm like, damn, you playing video games, B? Just play it. It's fun. The game is fun. Spider-Man is fun. Spider-Man should be in your collection. If you are a gamer, doesn't matter, because I own both consoles, but I mainly game on my PlayStation. But if you own both consoles, do yourself a favor and get Spider-Man. You're going to enjoy the game. I guarantee you. At least 87 people out of 100 said they enjoyed the game. 87 people be wrong. Think about it. I know that's not the real percentage. I know that's just a score. I'm just being stupid right now. But it's a good game. It's a really, really good game. I'm really having a blast, having fun swinging around the city and interacting with the people and doing the fighting. The fighting is pretty cool, but the fighting, you can get your butt handed to you if you don't know what you're doing. And it's not, like I said, doing the combos it's really not that hard. It's not like Arkham Asylum. If you go into this game, playing this game, thinking you getting Arkham Asylum, you're going to be sadly disappointed. It's not even that intricate like Arkham Asylum. You just basically you do your combos, get them up in the air, and finish off your combos and shoot them up, shoot your web on them and web them up in the wall. But it's cool using the gadgets and like I said, using the gadgets and all these traps and doing the stealth stuff. The stealth on the game is so goddamn easy. It's ridiculous, especially if you play games like Metal Gear. Playing the stealth on here is like an insult to you, to be honest with you. It's super simplistic. It's a good overall game. It's just a fun beat 'em up game, to be honest with you. It's fun playing Spider-Man. You're playing Spider-Man. You're being Spider-Man. It brings out the little kid in me. It's like, ooh, yeah, I'm Spider-Man. I'm swinging, blah, blah, blah. And it's a really, really good game. The graphics look really good. The attention to detail is very good. Like my man Hard 8 said, there's no reflection in the windows and stuff like of your suit of the character. But with the game being that big and that scale and what they have on that, to me, it don't bother me. And there's no suit degradation. I know that kind of bothers Hard 8, but that doesn't bother me. So as a gamer, I think the game is beautiful. I think it's wonderful. And again, I think that's something that I think that's a game that everybody should play. You should play it. You should play it. Yes, sir. You should play that game. But man, gonna move on real quick. Like I said, nothing superlatives on Spider-Man. Now, I also got NBA 2K19. And yes, I did spend $100 to get the game 4 days early. I know what you're saying, Bean. Why would you do that? But my circumstance and where my life is going, this time, this is one of those things where I said, F it. I'm going to do it. Why? Because I want to play a new basketball game. And I'm a big fan of 2K. So I'm going to tell you right now, right off the rip, that I am biased. I am biased with things I'm about to say, but I think that could be objective too at the same time. So bear with me when I do that. So NBA 2K. Now, I'm loving this game. I'm loving this game. If you watch my playthrough last night of me playing the exhibition game, and if you just hear the joy in my voice for me playing that game and beating the Golden State Warriors, yeah, you just understand. The game feels like basketball. That game really feels like basketball. Now I know a lot of people weren't fans of 2K18. I didn't mind. I actually liked it, but 2K19 has taken it to a whole nother level as far as playing basketball, the gameplay of basketball. Now I can't speak upon my player so much, but I can kind of give you my general overview because I don't like playing my player. I just never been really a fan of the my player thing. I know a lot of people who come to 2K or watch videos on 2K that they like to watch the my player, my park, or my career, all that stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't get it. I mean, I get it, I understand it, but I don't. It's not my favorite thing. Who in the world is sending me all these goddamn messages? Why are you sending me messages? So anyway, it's as far as the gameplay mechanics, it's beautiful. The game is a lot slower than what it was last year. There's not so many blow-bys. You don't have that blow-bys. You got to actually set your man up and then actually run plays to get your guys open off of screens. It's beautiful that way on offense. It's like you really have to read the defense. You got to read what they're doing to make the smart play. You can't over dribble. And if your guy doesn't have enough skills to break down another defender or elite defender, you're not going to break him down. It may happen. Oh my God. Y'all stop sending me goddamn messages. So it's like I said, it's slower, but and it's more deliberate. It feels more like a real game of basketball. And another thing is I'm not afraid to take jump shots now. Usually in 2K18, what the worst thing was about taking jump shots off of plays. I mean, there's sometimes you dribble to get space and hit J's, and you can't hit it. You couldn't hardly hit them. And so the only course you would have to do is drive to the basket, of course. This is not so much driving to the basket. So, I mean, you still could drive to the basket and get to the basket. You're still going to do all that stuff. But now you don't feel so bad about taking J's if you properly get the spacing. You work on getting the spacing. I love the little touches that they do, especially on defense, how good defensive teams won't let you make an errant pass in the middle of the paint. So if you make a bad pass, so yeah, it's going to get more likely it's going to get picked off. And by the same token, if you're not playing good defense on your man, you can get blown by. You can get blown by. I know I just said you can't blow, but you can. But the defense is a lot better. Your defense as a player is a lot better in that game. It's the little things that mean so much. It's the little things like fighting for the rebound and seeing the ball bounce. And oh, I love the animations now for somebody when you steal the basketball. Now, I heard people complaining about stealing the basketball online because it keeps spamming and it's too OP. That might be it. But you can, if you press the L2 trigger, that you can protect the basketball and it'll draw more fouls. So you can do that. But I get it. That's too much. I know because you know how people are online. They want to spam it. They spam anything if they can find out they can get an advantage. But I like the way it looks. I like the way the guys hustle for the loose balls. That is so good. And I was sitting there watching the IGN and GameSpot review of these games. But first, I'm going to jump into IGN. So I'm watching IGN review. I'm sitting there at my treatment facility. I'm sitting there. And I'm watching this review, And one of the things the guy said in the review, like the game is slower and they don't get out on the fast break. They call it a con. They said they don't get out on the fast break as much. And he's like, I have a character that should be able to outrun everybody in the court. Like, dude, some rubber band. There's fast breaks. There's a whole. You can get fast breaks on that game easy. I'm gonna say easy, but you get fast breaks. If your team is a fast breaking team, yes, you can get the fast break. And with the AI logic, is a lot better where they run the fast break lanes. They kind of run them correctly, but somebody who don't really play organized basketball don't know that. So it doesn't look like so and so is open or so and so is open. But they sit there and it's not like NBA Live where there's rubber banding when it's hard to run a fast break on NBA Live. It is extremely hard to run that on NBA Live. Daryl, stop sending me Scott Tournament. Yo, I got somebody sending me crazy messages right now. Like, yo, stop sending all these goddamn messages now. I'm on the air, baby. So, but yeah, it's hard to run fast breaks on live like it should be. Live 19, that is. That's what I'm talking about there. But you can run fast breaks. And it's like, if you can't figure that out, I don't know what to tell you. But the game feels more like real basketball as far as the gameplay goes. And I'm thinking I might dabble into the my player and my career stats this year. This might be the first time I actually really go into it because I beat the one with the Spike Lee story, but I never really expanded upon that. Now, they also, now I want to jump on NBA Live real quick. Now, I did not buy NBA Live. I only played the demo, so the demo could be different from the full game. I'm not sure. But I went back and played a little bit of Live today. And I swear to God, Live and 2K are not on the same level, baby. I don't care what y'all say. You Live fanboys, y'all trip me the hell out. Y'all trip me out for real. Because every year Live's been coming out. This is the one thing that y'all been saying all the whole time. Well, wait the next year. They're going to get better next year. You better watch out. 2K is terrible. So then when I sat there before the game even came out and I listened to Live fanboys, especially that my dude Kid Smooth, he did a video on like 5 reasons to buy NBA Live 19 over NBA 2K 19. And 3.5 of his reasons of his 5 was because of price. Oh, you can get it for $30 if you got Xbox Live and you're part of EA Access. You got those things, you can get it for $30. And also, if you had a copy of the game for last year, $30 for a game for NBA Live. So that's the biggest thing you come away with is the price point. It's not like these games are close neck and neck. It's not like it was when Madden 05 and NBA 2K5 NFL 2K5 came out, and NFL 2K was $20, but it was a much superior game to NBA Live. NBA to Madden. NFL 2K5 was a way superior game to Madden. That was a game that made people put down Madden. That's a game where EA, because of that, went and got the license from the NFL, so 2K can't make any football games. But I digress. NBA Live is a good game. It's fun. It is a fun game. NBA Live is a really, really fun game. But it's the JV, baby. NBA Live is the JV of when it comes to basketball sports games. The top sports games that are out, and 1 and 2 can be flip-flopped in my opinion. And that's NBA right now, NBA 2K19 and MLB The Show. Those are the top 2 sports sims games you got out there. Then I would throw in Madden. That would be number 3. I don't play FIFA, but I take that back. FIFA would probably be number 3 in my opinion. Then Madden. And then a lonely, distant 5th place would be NBA Live. I'm sorry. NBA Live is just not that good of a game, that good of a franchise. I stopped playing a long time ago. I stopped playing Live a long time ago. I switched to 2K back when the Dreamcast came on, but I had both games, but I played more 2K then. But then, especially after NBA Live 10 was done, I was done with Live. I think 11 was a disaster, and then he took time off, and then you got 14 that came out. It was a disaster, took some more time off, and every year it's gotten a little bit better. Everybody always keeps saying, well, it's getting a little bit better. Just wait till next year. I think the problem with NBA Live is this. Because, well, hold on, let me talk about the gameplay first before I even get into anything else. Now, NBA Live, to me, as far as the gameplay, like they said, it is an easy pick up and play. You pick up and play with your buddies. It would be a game where, like, if I had my buddies over and they don't really play video games, we could play NBA Live and have a good time and drink and all that other stuff and have a great time. You can have a great time with that, you know. But as far as the gameplay, like I don't have any fear of shoot jump shots, contested jump shots in that game. I have no fear of that. I have no fear of driving to the basket, but I have no fear of driving to the basket. I have none of that. This is nothing. It's like, it doesn't feel like real basketball to me. People dunking off the vert is, yo, when I mean dunking off the vert, they'll be going one direction and all of a sudden, because the animation calls for a dunk, you can see them literally stop wherever direction they're going, no momentum really going, and dunk off a vert. I'm like, yo, I've seen that several times. Now, if you catch some of my videos where I pull up there with where about NBA Live, yeah, I'm shamelessly plugging. Go to my channel, go ahead and sub to the channel. Sub to the channel, hit the like button. But you can see exactly what I'm talking about. You can see everything what I'm talking about. It's like, yo, I don't know, man. The rebound, if you ever notice for the rebound, you don't see anybody fighting for the rebound. It's always almost like it's already predetermined. Only time it seems like it's not predetermined for a rebound, who's going to grab the rebound if they're going to do a putback dunk. Now, it looks nice, but damn, it's like, it's not basketball, man. That's not basketball. Some of the rips still look good when you're playing defense. You rip them. It looks good, but still, to me, live is not, it's just not a good, to me, it's just not a good, well-crafted gameplay. It's just not. And everybody's always raving about the halftime. Now, 2K could do better about their halftime show because it's absolutely atrocious. All the other work they put in that game for its presentation in the halftime show sucks. The pregame and the halftime and the postgame sucks. But that's not their priority. But NBA Live halftime show, what's different about it? What makes it so much better? Why? Because they had ESPN on it? It's the same crap. It's the same crap. You know who had the best halftime show? NFL 2K5. NFL 2K5 had the best halftime show, halftime and post-game show and weekly roundup. NBA Live is better than 2K when it comes to halftime presentation and post-game presentation because one is virtually it's the same halftime presentation 2K has from last year and the year before last. And there's no post-game this year. Live has the benefit of ESPN. Whoop de freaking do. But to me, it's not engaging. It was good. It was cool to see it the first time, but it's not engaging. It don't feel dynamic. They got a new crew with Jay Williams. I love Jay Williams. By the way, y'all should download the Jim Rome podcast and check out the Jay Williams interview. It was back in January. It's a compelling man. That's a very compelling man. But he's on there. I forgot the other dude who's with him doing the commentary, but it was like, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel like a natural broadcast. It's better than what Mike Breen and Van Gundy did, but it's not as good as 2K. I'm just telling you. It's just not. It's nowhere. Like 2K is on a whole nother level. But this is my problem. My big problem with NBA Live. My big problem. And also, I'm going to go ahead and get into this before I get to my big problem with NBA Live. Even people in the live community is saying this Live 19 is taking a step back. And some of you guys who don't want to admit the truth because you hate 2K, and main reason why you guys really hate 2K is, to be honest with you, is the microtransactions. I'm gonna get into that a little bit later, but that's really the big reason why. Y'all ain't gonna admit it, but that's the real big reason why. But even Prime 76, one of the biggest NBA Live supporters there is, he's never pointed out problems with NBA Live this early, this soon, this quick. So it's running thin. Like I said, every year y'all come out, your fanboys come out and say, well, this is the year Live takes down 2K. This is the year. This is the year. It ain't happened yet. And every year Live keep letting you down. EA keeps letting you guys down. So, but this is what I think the major problem with NBA Live is. It doesn't want to be a sim basketball game. It wants to be an arcade game. But the problem is, it's trying to please both sides. Just want to be sim so it can be respected amongst other people who play 2K like it's a sim. But it wants to be easy to pick up and play by casuals. So you can just have fun. So you want to be arcadey. That's what they want. So this is what my proposal is, honestly. That NBA Live should go full on arcade. They should probably just scrap NBA Live, to be honest with you. I hate to say to do it, but they should probably scrap NBA Live because 2K does need competition to keep them honest. But they ain't getting no real competition from EA with that garbage they keep putting out every year. But Live should bring back NBA Street. EA should bring back NBA Street. They should. I think it'll make the game a whole lot better. Make it arcadey and it'll make the game a whole lot better, a lot more fun. Forget about the forget about the sim aspects of the game. Just go there. Besides that, you nerds, that's right, you nerds. I'm calling you nerds. All you nerds who never played organized sports ever complain about sports games. And yeah, I'm still on the same topic. It seems like I'm not. But I was reading YouTube comments today while I was watching the reviews for 2K19 and Live and all that stuff. And one of the things that people were saying that the sports genre need to die because all they do is about the microtransactions. And I get that part. But most of these people that I found out, because see, like growing up, I played all types of games. It didn't matter to me. I love sports games because I grew up an athlete. I actually played organized football, organized baseball, organized basketball. I was actually on the team captain. That's me, King Bean. That was me. So I understand the intricacies of a sports game, and how hard it is to actually make an authentic game. But most of you guys that I found out in this gaming community didn't grow up playing sports. If you did, you was one of the part of that generation that got a trophy because everybody else got a trophy because you participated. Get me a trophy. Yeah. But see, they want to consider themselves in their mind, these gamers who don't like sports games but do play them. They don't want to. They can't think like an athlete or a warrior. When it comes to these games, they want the elements of a sports game, but not the sports part of the game. And follow what I'm saying. They want the elements of the game, but not the real intricacies of the game. So that's why I say EA should bring back NBA Street. NBA Street was a fantastic game. I loved it. I love playing it. I love the outrageousness of it. It was beautiful. I think if Live goes that direction, or if they drop Live and just bring Street up, I think EA will do a whole lot better. So now then you have a game for the people who want to play sim basketball in 2K. And then you have the people who just want to play basketball and be the Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Magic Johnson all rolled up in one player in NBA Street. Another thing that I've noticed about NBA Live, when you go to the title screen, you know how much they don't really prioritize. I don't think they really prioritize the gameplay as far as you playing with the NBA teams. I don't even think they really want NBA teams on there, but they have to use the NBA teams because they want to be able to have the license to make the game. I think the game that EA really wants to make and play is the one. That's the game they really want. When you turn that game on, you fire it up. You fire the game up. It loads up on your PlayStation or your Xbox. The most prominent thing that you see is the one that's right there. When you're scrolling through the menu, you have to actually dig into the menus to get to if you want to play a team matchups. You know what I mean? Like if you want to play an exhibition or you want to go head to head, I guess, or whatever. If you got a localized play, you got to go dig in the bottom of the menu screen just to get to that to select the NBA teams or the WNBA teams. They don't want that. What EA wants you to do is play the one. And I think EA, they ain't slick. See, EA ain't slick. I mean, I guess y'all guys don't see it, but the problem is that NBA Live hasn't taken off like they hoped that it would. See, this is the problem with this is what EA trying to do. If y'all don't see it, they can't really do this with Madden. I heard people talk about it. Now I can see it in fruition. It just came to me just now, man. I'm like a savant. If they get the one super popular and the same, what's the thing called, the LUT or whatever that thing's called when you buy the players card, did they have those super popular? Guarantee you that's the only games they want to make so they can send and have you pay microtransactions. So they won't reiterate another game. They won't do another game the next year, another full on NBA Live or Madden. That's where they want to go. I think a lot of these companies want to go that way. But I'm just saying, I think that's what EA wants to do anyway. But I really think EA should just bring back Street and drop Live. Or just have the one as his own standalone game. That's pretty much what it seems like what you want to do. Then you can have all the wackiness of it. You can have all the wackiness of it and maybe put the NBA team as a downloaded feature. Look at me giving you all these ideas. If you run with these ideas on copyright now, I'm coming to get my money, EA. But you should do that. They should do that and just focus on the one. I guarantee you, if you have a game where you can basically play street ball with a little bit of really basketball elements while going too far, I think it will sell. Honestly, I think it will sell. I think everybody would take the game for whatever it is and not try to put it in a box where it's a sim basketball game where it cannot match up with NBA 2K. That's like having having Steph Curry trying to guard LeBron James on the block. You can't do it. That's impossible to do. You can't do it because ain't nothing Curry can do with LeBron in the block. Ain't nothing that NBA Live can do with NBA 2K19. 2K got this thing on lock, son. But 2K is his own worst enemy. 2K is his own worst enemy because of their greed. Now, this is transitioning very nicely in this segue of microtransactions. I hate the VC system in 2K. And I hate the fact they're actually asking the customer base to go to the government, to have the government tell the government to be more lax on this so they can have microtransactions in the game. Think about how stupid that is. They want the consumer to fight for go to the government to fight for them so you can spend more money with 2K and give them more money. What's 2K gonna give you? What is 2K gonna give you give the community? Not a goddamn thing, but hey, a Coke and a smile and tell you just to shut the F up. Yeah, I can say it. Yeah, as much praise as I've given 2K, I love the 2K gameplay. That microtransaction is a terrible, terrible thing. I hate microtransactions. But not all the blame lies with 2K. Not all the blame lies with EA. Not all the blame lies with the developers of these companies. Let me tell you why it doesn't. It belongs with you, the consumer. Yes. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Oh, I sound like a hypocrite. King Bean sounds like a hypocrite. Yes, I do. But this is the problem. I ain't gonna never say I didn't buy any DLC. I'm thinking I might buy that Spider-Man DLC. I didn't get it on launch. I bought DLC in the past. I paid for microtransactions in the past in the game. Not just they say, well, support the developers. Screw the developers. I already gave you my $60. I supported you enough. Because I enjoyed your game. I wanted to play some more of it in a different environment, maybe, but I wanted to play some more of it. But see, the problem is, it's with the consumer base. Because see, I can't really blame the developers too much. I know Black Bond does. And I like Black Bond. There's no criticism. I guess a little criticism, but it's no disrespect to Black Bond. But I'm sorry. If I got a product that I'm selling you, and you continue, although you bitching and complaining about it, you still buy it. Am I going to stop? Oh, man, Daryl don't stop. Am I going? Sorry, I keep getting messages. Any other time I wouldn't be getting any messages. But am I going to stop? No. Why would I stop? Especially in an industry where I'm making trillions and trillions of dollars. And I keep coming to you guys, say, oh my God, your video game prices is going up. I'm giving you less game more transactions, more microtransactions for you to play and enjoy my game. I'm nickel and diming you for everything. I hear you complaining. I hear you cursing me out, but you still giving me that money. In the hood, let me take y'all, some of y'all suburbanites, to the hood. I hate doing this correlation, but you got somebody on the corner selling dope, and the fiend is coming up, and they bitching at you for selling dope, but he's still buying from you. You gonna stop? Are you gonna stop when you making money hand over fist? You making more money than you can ever count? Are you gonna stop? Be real. No, you're not gonna stop. So I don't blame them totally. I blame us, the consumer base. Black Bond has a point. Maybe buying a game. Maybe buying a game. We stop buying these games, but no one's gonna stop buying these games. I'm not telling nobody to stop buying games. What I'm saying, buy the games. Don't buy the microtransaction. I can easily say no to microtransactions. They don't bother me. I don't never feel pressure into buying DLC. I buy it when I feel like I want to buy it. I mean, there's times where I was playing Battlefield or playing Call of Duty, and I didn't get the extra map packs, if I can speak, because I didn't. Even though I missed out on some of the stuff, I didn't care. Cared a little bit, but I didn't really care that much because I wasn't spending my extra money for it because I didn't feel like it was worth it. I'm gonna tell you a story. What really kind of got me off of buying microtransactions and DLC. It was a game that came out. It was a really good game. What's that game that had Elizabeth in it? Comstock, Elizabeth. I can't think of the name of it right now. BioShock. That's it. BioShock 3, BioShock Infinite, wherever it was. And I enjoyed that game. I had a great time with that game. I loved it. And I remember going into GameStop when I got that game, and it was like, "Hey, buddy, you want to get the DLC?" I was like, "Heck yeah, I want to get the DLC," because I enjoyed the first BioShock. Even though I didn't play the second one, I did love the first one. And I heard great reviews for the third one. So I'm like, "Yeah, man." So playing BioShock, going through it, having a good time. I'm like, "Oh, yeah, playing BioShock. King Bean is playing BioShock. Woohoo. Oh, wow. Look at this ending. This ending is so weird." Okay, great. So when do we get the DLC? We get it next month? In 2 months? Nah, 2 months didn't go by. This is how long ago it was. How long ago it was. X-Play was still on the radio. I mean, on the TV. Said on the radio like we back in 1950. X-Play was still on TV. Basically, fast forwarding, some other games that all came out. I remember I ended up trading in for some game. I don't remember what game I traded in for. But by the time the DLC came out, it came out about a year and a quarter later, almost a year and a half later. And I felt like I wasted my money because I know you're gonna say Ken Levine was, trying to make the game very good. I get it. But it was so long on the DLC. I said, you know what? Before I throw money away, I'm not buying no more DLC. I ain't never say I'd stop buying the DLC for stuff. I bought DLC for games, but those were for games I enjoyed and they were already out. And I've already established that I've beaten that game. And I played microtransactions for skins and stuff like on Street Fighter, but those and I think it was Injustice. There was something minor, maybe because it's something that I wanted, but I can't see myself giving away that kind of money for cosmetics. But but I did. I'm not saying I'm holier than thou, but at some point in time, as a consumer, you have to take responsibility for your own money. They're never going to stop asking for microtransactions. And another thing is the pricing on video games. Video games has been stuck at $60, I want to say since 2007. I know you guys are saying, wow, that's great. Hey, listen, growing up playing video games, there were games from Nintendo back in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s that were $100 for a cartridge. I remember going to Chinatown when I was a kid living in New York. I went down to Chinatown and got the new Street Fighter, the Super Street Fighter. The one that was on the Super Nintendo. And I went and got that one. It was $75 in Chinatown. I remember taking the train and taking the A train, going down there to get it. I remember that. And that was back, like I said, early 90s. And games at one point in time, they were $39.99, $49.99, $59.99. It's kind of been a good round number. But the type of production and value we expect from these gamers, from these developers, I know the game prices is going up. It gets going up astronomically. And part of the problem why it's going up so high, that video games is a very big business, and you have a lot of shareholders that are involved. And companies, these corporations like EA, um, Activision, you know, these corporations have to pay out dividends to their shareholders, to their investors. So their investors are looking for a return on investment. So that's another reason why you're getting a lot of microtransactions to pay that stuff out. But nobody wants the pricing of gaming to go up. Ooh. Oh, I said the wrong thing. If the game price go up to $65, I said, yo, why don't the game go up to $70? Pay $70 flat fee, you get everything. Oh no, that's too much money. That's too much money. Okay, well, we're gonna keep giving it to you for $60. Instead of paying $70 and $75 one time, we're gonna charge you $20 each time. So by the time you really get the real full game, you're gonna pay over $100 something. Like my dumb ass paid $100 to get the NBA 2K19 just so I could play it 4 days earlier because I couldn't wait. And I said, screw it, because the way my situation is. But I understood the consequences behind my actions. A lot of y'all don't think there's no consequences for what you buy. But I cannot blame the developer entirely for charging you clowns or charging us clowns for microtransactions over a game. It says it's funny. You don't want the prices of the game to go up, but to get the basic standard edition, you pay $59.99. You want the deluxe edition? It might be $79.99 or $99.99. If you want the super deluxe edition, it could be $99 to $109. And the super duper deluxe extra gravy on top edition, maybe $200 some plus dollars. And sadly, I'm not exaggerating what I'm saying, but that's the way that's how way life is. And the reason why I say that to them, I want you to follow me for a second with this analogy, what I'm saying to you. Just like I laid that out for you about video games from the base game to the deluxe, the super deluxe, and all that other stuff. If you buy a car, it's the same way. If you buy a house, it's the same way. If you go out there and buy a car, let's say you get a Mercedes Benz, you got the basic Mercedes Benz. And you may have the E class, the S class, the C class. They all go up for prices. They all have different perks to each one of these vehicles. That's how life is. That's how it is. You don't want these prices to go up to pay a one-time fee for a game. This is what you're going to get. You're going to get nickel and dime. But the problem is we don't want to get to a tipping point where you basically just paying for a quarter of the game and they put the rest of it on 75% of it on DLC and microtransaction. That's what I'm more afraid of than the prices going up in the microtransaction. But they would stop this practice because either way, the company's going to get their money. They're either going to raise the prices of the video games that you buy at launch, or they're going to charge you game as a service and keep taking your money out. They don't want to take a whole bunch of money out your pocket at one time because they know that sticker shock will make people stop. But if you do a little bit by little bit, they can get all the money they can from you, all the money they want from you. It's not them taking one big swing to knock you out. It's a whole bunch of jabs. It's like boxing. Most boxers, you don't see them knock unless they're a special type of boxer, they don't knock you out in the first, second, and third round. It'd be the 8th and 9th round when they done jabbed you a whole bunch of times. They kept sticking you with that jab. Then they decided to come with that cross and that uppercut of that hook. That's when they get you. But by that time, you're worn down. You're finished. Finito. Then they're on to the next one. 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 That's what I'm talking about right now. They're on to the next one. They're on to the next one. So, like I said, you can't blame. I know we hate microtransactions. We hate that VC. Like I said, I hate the VC in 2K. And that's one of the things that really keeps this game from being almost a perfect game is a damn VC. It's that damn VC. I know they can justify it by any ways they want to, by any means necessary. But that VC is horrible. And EA has it in their game too, but it's not nearly as pervasive as NBA 2K. It's not nearly as pervasive. So they can miss me with that BS. That's one thing that I really do hate about NBA 2K. I hate that about 2K. It's a damn microtransaction. I hate that. I hate it with a passion. I really do. But as far as the gameplay of games, shit, 2K is killing live. And like I said, 2K is on a whole nother level than live. Live is the JV, and 2K is the freaking varsity. Don't believe that. Then I don't know what to tell you. You just a live fanboy hoping and wishing. You sound like a desperate person. Sound like the people from the Xbox community. I had to stick it to you. I had to stick it to you, Xbox fans. You Xbox fans that spent $2,000 over this generation to support Microsoft while they sit back there in their coffers like, ha, 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 ha. Hey, guys, what other kind of controller we can come out today to get these fools to buy it? Sure, buddy. Let's do it. Led by Crap Gamer, K Mega, Kid Smooth. Well, Kid Smooth ain't that bad, to be honest with you. But he is bad. But he ain't that bad. But led by Crap Gamer and K Mega and the Mooch. That's it. That's it. That's the unholy trinity right there. K Mega, Mooch, and Crap Gamer. The unholy trinity right there. So last but not least, I ain't gonna keep you guys long because I want to get back to playing some Spider-Man and some NBA 2K before I go to bed. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. That's what your boy gonna be doing, dog. We're talking about my Jacksonville Jaguars. Duval. That's what I'm talking about. Duval is in the building. In the building is my Jacksonville Jaguars, who still get no respect nationally by the national media, but screw you. Because you know what we're going to do this weekend? We're going to take down Tom Brady this weekend. I don't want to injure the man. I just want to beat him. We're going to beat them. They coming to the TIAA Cref ball field this Sunday at 4 o'clock. Be there, be square. I wish I can go to the game. I'm not going to the game, though. I wish I could. I actually can go to the game, but I don't think I'm going to go down there and be around all those people. It's going to be crazy down there. Or maybe that's why I should go. But anyway, my Jacksonville Jaguars didn't offensively. They look terrible there, but that defense is stout. I mean, everybody want to give Saquon Barkley. Oh my God, look what he did to the Jaguars. He ran for like 138 yards. Mind you, there was a 65-yard run that inflated his stats. And that was off of 2 missed tackles. They weren't really broken tackles. They were missed tackles. Other than that, he probably would have had 53 yards off of 19 carries. That Jaguar defense ain't no joke. Miles Jack got an interception that was set up by Ngakoue. Y'all better get to know that man know that man named Yannick Ngakoue. Yannick Ngakoue forced a fumble. I think it was fumble or interception, one of the two. And my man, Miles Jack, who scored a touchdown. If you go back and look at that footage, when we would have beaten New England, Miles Jack was not down. Number 44. Number 44 carrying that 44, dog. That 44, Miles Jack, dog. But that defense is stout. Now, real talk, that offense has got to be able to play well, play better than what they did against the Giants. They don't play well against New England. New England gonna walk the dog on my Jags. They're gonna walk the dog on them. That's being honest with you. Blake Bortles got to play better. The wide receivers, Keenan Cole, those D.D. Westbrook, and those guys there. Y'all gonna have to catch the football, baby. Y'all gonna have to get open. Y'all gonna have to take some hits. Sometimes they look like they scared to take hits. I don't appreciate that. Now my man Fournette might not be playing. We don't know yet. But they got Yeldon back there. Yeldon's playing better this year. I don't know why Jags won't use Corey Grant as much as they should. Corey Grant, I love Corey Grant. I think he's a game changer, but the Jags don't like to use him that much. It kind of boggles all our minds. We don't understand it, but hey, that's why they get paid the big bucks and we get paid to watch them. I guess we don't get paid for watching, but we watch them. We pay them to watch them. But I'm looking forward to my Jags going 2-0, starting off this young season on this Super Bowl run. And that's right. Y'all better jump on this bandwagon. We got Jalen Ramsey leading the way with my man Big Calais. Come on, man. Malik Jackson? Miles Jack? Come on, man. Jacksonville Jaguars. Duval County has been represented. It's banging down here in the Bangham 904. The 904. That's what I'm talking about. Feels good to be a Jaguars fan. Always been the laughing stock. Now we ain't got to be the laughing stock. We're the predators now. Everybody chasing us. And down goes Tom Brady in the New England Patriots this weekend. And I'm calling the score right now. 31-10. 31-17. I take it back. 31-17, Jacksonville. 2-score touchdown by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars offense is going to wake up. Especially if Fournette's playing, the Jaguar offense is going to wake up. That defense is going to shut down Tom Brady. Tom Brady going to get garbage points towards the end of the game. That's where they're going to get their garbage point from. It's going to be a dominating game by the suffocating Jaguars defense. And you people going to finally put some respect on my Jaguars name. You feel me? Shout out to my England brothers over there in London. Shout out to my London people who are Jaguar fans. Shout out to you guys. Love you guys. Keep showing the support. Anyway, without further ado, I'm about to get off of this thing right here, man. I want to say, if you're watching this on the rebroadcast, I appreciate that. And I know you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you chose to spend it with me, and I really appreciate that. I mean, seriously, honest to God, I really appreciate that. You hear me rant and rave, I really appreciate that. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate everybody who stopped by. I may not say nothing. No, I appreciate that too as well. Hope everybody have a great day. I hope everything in life going good. I hope everything turns around well. Pray for those people in South Carolina and in North Carolina and all the surrounding areas, because I know what that feels like when you got a hurricane barreling down on you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. And I hope God keep them and keep them safe. Keep the people there safe and no lives being lost. There's maybe some material stuff, because you can always get that stuff back. But yeah, keep those people in your prayers, man. Keep the people in your prayers when you go. It doesn't matter if you're Christian, Buddha, Muslim, or whatever. I know you guys are good people, so pray for the well-being for these people. Because there's some. Now, I want you to also think about something. Everybody's telling people they should get out. There's some people who probably ain't got no money to get out, or got no way to get out, and they're going to have to ride out this storm. So don't forget about them too, the sick and the shut-in. Don't forget about those two as well. So anyway, don't forget the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. If you listen this long, you might as well stay and join the family. You might as well join the family. Go ahead and just hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell button too. God darn it. You might as well hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, all that good stuff. So anyway, it's your boy King Bean. And I got to also give you guys a round of applause, because y'all guys are some of the greatest people in the world. And I guess if I turn up the volume, I do that every week, don't I? All right. So a round of applause to you guys. I really appreciate it. And it's your boy King Bean. And I'll holler at you dudes later, man. One love. Peace.